Hello class. Well, I want to make this video for you all to see, as today you saw that we had a visitor and he talked about the importance of movement. And right now it's 7:55, and so what I do is I walk at night. And so along with walking, what I make sure I have water. And the reason I want to do this was to make sure that you see the importance of walking. When I started this program in 2015, 2016 is when I finished. I started in the class where I was in so much pain. I'm service connected, so I had stress fractures in my ankles, both knees, and my left hip, and I was given a pins. And so I was medically discharged. So 25 years later, I was still suffering from the pain. And in 2013, my body got to the point where I could no longer sit at my desk to type for 8 hours a day. I could not stand up. I could not lay down comfortably. I was in so much pain, I quit working and almost gave up on life because I did not know at the time that I was suffering through depression. It wasn't until I started the program, I found a VA counselor, and they wanted to put me in the program so I could go back to school. And then the VA started helping me with finding out why I was in pain. Luckily, I was able to get help with physical therapy. But before the physical therapy, I struggled to walk 20 yards. It was a struggle for me to walk from the parking lot into phase 1 or phase 2 classrooms. But with physical therapy, they helped me practice my stretching, gave me exercises to do at home, and I eventually got to the point where I could walk further distance. But the VA gave me knees and ankle braces. So some of you who may remember the track across the street, some may not know it, but we would go and walk that when it was a nice day out. I and the other few veterans and the young kids, we would go walk it. And I knew it was for my benefit to do this. The problem I found with other veterans that were in the program, they also suffered from back pain, neck pains, knee pains. They said it hurt to walk. So they refused to walk the track with the rest of us. But as we got back, they were there smoking cigarettes, drinking their Cokes, and somehow felt that was more healthier than to walk. And they refused to do it. When we talked about going to therapy, they didn't want to do it. They were more there about, no, I just came here. I just want to get my check. And then when I'm done, I'm done. And I thought that was a poor attitude to have, especially for your health. Well, as I've told the staff before, I went on to finish college. I got my bachelor's. I'm now working on my master's for counseling. But with this in between time, I did do physical therapy. And then with this, I learned how to heal my pain. So now, as you see me walking, and back there by SAC, there's also Mrs. Baird Bakery, which I love walking over here because I love that smell. But every other day or so, I walk around St. Philip's College to my house. It's about a 45 to 46 minute walk, and it's about just shy of a 3 mile walk for me. About 4 years ago, I would not have been able to do this. But because of learning exercises, and I've even did yoga, my legs are strong enough to where I can do this now. Before, I would not be able to have done this. By now, I'm walking up, it's been about 10 minutes, and my right hip hurts. That's just natural, that's what it's going to do. But I don't let it stop me. I continue. And I know I need to lose weight because it's for my health. And so I just want you all to know that it's very important that we do, as like our visitor said, practice movement for our health. You know, he mentioned breathing, staying hydrated. And I hope you all really listen to that, because it really does help your health, not just physically, but mentally. I'm no longer depressed. I have no thoughts of being depressed. I stay too busy to even want to be depressed. And I'm doing this so you could actually see that I am walking, that I wasn't making a lie about it when I told the classroom. And I think it's very important for all of us. And we do have a few other students who do say they exercise, so that's great. But what I want to do is I want to challenge the rest of you, and I hope the other instructors encourage you also. Because I know our director, she's always reminding us, tell the kids to exercise. So hopefully this is something that would help you or encourage you to want to exercise for your health, physically and mentally. Right now it's hot. I know it was supposed to be 100 degrees today. But I'll sweat a little bit, but it's good because I need to do that, get exercise. And I know one thing, with as bad as my health was, my doctors used to tell me, you should be dead by now with how high your cholesterol is, your sugar is, and so on. Like, what do you do? And the only thing I could tell them was, I walk. So that was the benefit. So they told me that's what's keeping you alive. You're walking, so your blood is still pumping through your body. If it wasn't for walking, I probably wouldn't be here. So I'm glad that I did pick up the walking. And as our visitor today, he mentioned, right now our bodies are writing checks that our body will have to cash later in life. And it's true, as the older we get, the less out of shape we are because we don't want to exercise. So hopefully this is an inspiration for all of you to want to get into some type of exercise. It doesn't have to be walking. You know, some people are able to lift weights. I'm not able to because of my injuries. Some might be able to ride a bike. Right now with COVID-19, we're not able to go to the gym. So I'm not able to do the bike at the school gym. So I choose to walk. There's so many forms of exercise that you could find. And don't let an injury stop you. There's yoga for beginners. And if you say, oh, I'm hurt, I got a bad back, that's just an excuse. They do have chair yoga, and that's to help people who are elderly or have a severe injury. But the thing is, you're starting to exercise and loosen your muscles and that's what helps your pain. If you loosen your muscles, you straighten them, and then you able to you won't hurt so bad. So there's all types of exercises that you could search, whether it's on the internet or on YouTube. There's no excuse. We can't use that excuse no more. So hopefully you all look at this and accept the challenge, whether you start off with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and keep going. Come back and tell the instructors that, hey, I'm starting doing this, and tell them what you're doing. Share with them the experience. And yes, for the first few days, because your body's not used to it, it's going to hurt. It's going to make you want to quit and say, nope, it's not for me. Don't quit. Keep going. Once, after about a week or two, you'll feel better. And you'll see things are easier, whether your breathing is starting to get better. And you know, like right now with this COVID-19, they're saying get outside. We need to breathe that fresh air. Just don't do it in packs of large groups. Right here, they're doing construction at the St. Philip's College. So like I said, I do it in my neighborhood. You could still walk around parks. Just be safe about it. Some people are chancing it by going to the gym. It's up to you. You could do it at, like I said, parks in your neighborhood. Find a nice place where you could do it, and it doesn't have to be in the middle of the day. It could be early morning if you're an early riser, or someone like me who I'd rather do it in the late evening when the sun's not up and it's feeling a little cool, because I feel a little breeze right now. So like I said, I'm challenging the rest of the class to be active and make the instructors proud. That shows them that you want to better yourself. Thank you for listening.